What's up guys, 4Gamers Entertainment here, and we are once again on Destiny 2. This past Tuesday, Bungie released the Joker's Wild expansion, and with it came a new form of Gambit called Gambit Prime. Gambit Prime keeps all the base mechanics of Gambit, but also adds in some changes. So hopefully after watching this video, you will be able to not suck at Gambit, or Gambit Prime rather, and also win, whether you're solo or playing as a team. So first, let's start with the differences. Gambit Prime is 1 round instead of 3. It takes 100 motes to get a primeval instead of 75. If a team has more than one blocker on their side, they start to lose motes, which is really key, and I'll get into that later. There are 3 envoys instead of 2. And last but not least, the primeval is immune when it spawns, which means no DPSing the boss right from the start. So the first tip I have for being successful in Gambit Prime is to definitely play as a team. And I know a lot of people are probably like, yeah, whatever. But this is key because of all the new mechanics that they added. So this is not just bank motes, spawn the primeval, and then melt the primeval with supers, power weapons, and everything else that you have. You have to be smart and pay attention to what your team is doing. So that leads us into the next tip about paying attention to your team. Because like I said earlier, when you have more than one blocker on the enemy team, the other team starts to lose motes. So do not hold on to your motes. If you have 5, 6, or 7 motes and you're trying to save up to 10 or 15, but your teammate just deposited roughly the same amount and spawned a blocker, run to that bank as fast as you can and deposit your motes. Because once your blocker spawns, the other team will start losing motes instantaneously. And that is a big part to winning Gambit Prime. I have literally played games where the opposing team can't get more than 20 motes before we already have a primeval because we just kept spawning multiple blockers and didn't focus on getting large or medium blockers. We just threw in whatever we had. So really pay attention to the icons on the top of the screen, because if you're playing solo and you're not communicating verbally with your team, that will be your best friend with regards to indicating whether or not you should bank your motes. So just be smart and play as a team. Now that we talked about playing as a team, and hopefully you have successfully mastered teamwork, it's time to talk about the primeval. This is probably one of the most frustrating parts of Gambit Prime, is when you have a random teammate just unleash all of his power ammo and super on the boss the second he spawns. Do not use your supers on the boss the second he spawns, or your power ammo. Like I said earlier, he will be immune because of his shield, which can only be taken out by defeating the 3 envoys. So please, kill them first before doing anything to the boss. Don't even look in his direction. After you defeat the 3 envoys, wherever the last envoy spawned, there will be a well of light. And this well of light will give you a damage buff, a very significant one. So stand in it. You can step in and out, and the buff will follow you for a short period of time. So if you get invaded, you can use this buff and walk around the map to kill the invader. It's very helpful with that as well. But please do not try to damage the boss without the buff. You will do nothing. I learned that the hard way the very first game I played, and I could not figure out why I was not doing any damage to the boss. And well, I've later found out that there's a well of light you're supposed to stand in. So stand in it, please, use it. Now, my final tips on Gambit Prime. If you are good at a specific task, like you were in regular Gambit, then please jump on that task. Don't hesitate to invade if that's what you're good at, and that tip goes for anything else, whether it's moat collecting, killing blockers. Well, actually, I should say especially killing blockers, because the faster you kill the blockers, the less of a chance you have of losing moats. So whatever you're good at, please stick with it, especially if you're playing solo and like I said, you're not communicating. Odds are you don't know what your other teammates are good at. So if you know you're good at something, stick to that something. Don't let quests or quest steps or anything like that get in the way. Just do what you're good at. So hopefully this video helps you out, helps you understand Gambit Prime a little bit better, and hopefully you can actually win at it and be good at it and enjoy it, because losing is not fun. There always has to be a loser, but as long as you gave it your best and you're enjoying it and you understand how the game works, hopefully you can still have fun. So if this video helped you out, please leave a like and hit that subscribe button. It means a lot to me. Thanks for watching, and play smart.